Welcome back to Ravenwolf Farmstead.
Are you just waiting in the rain for me? Let's go harvest. Want some slugs?
Caitlyn catastrophe.
Are you coming to the garden?
Our objective today is to try and get another garden bed built. We do some finishing touches on the chicken coop. We get in our first big greens harvest and do a quick tour of how the garden is progressing.
Hey, Sheba. Hey, girl. How you doing? Big stretch. Oh, you guys. Silly goose. Never to be excluded. Hi, goose. Are you coming to the garden? Out of the garden, Callie. Steps on all my tomatoes. Hey, Dad.
Hello. Yeah, I know the shirt isn't the grippiest, is it? Yeah, you got a good hold there? Thanks, that's my net.
Hello, little beak. Who's in here? Hello, Freckle.
With the electric fence up, the only thing left to do was to weave the wire to connect the top and the bottom panels. I was very appreciative of Dad to come and help me out, as this would be very difficult to do with one person. For the full build, check out our video in the channel playlist.
Are we gonna do a garden bed tonight?
Yeah, I'm going over there right now.
You're gonna just take the shears and clear it with the shears, and then
I'm just gonna stake.
we'll do it a little bit tighter just because this one's gonna.
I think we're gonna try and do this garden bed right here. A couple issues are this corner bed, obviously, for the pathway. a corner stump.
Yeah.
And then that big stump over there, which is going to be like impeding the edging. It's just we need the log to fit in there.
Oh, right there.
Yeah, we could just put it right here.
Well, I can trim this back for sure.
This one's a 12-foot one.
That's a
I realized
12
when I started to pick it up.
foot. You moved a 12-foot log by yourself?
Yeah,
Whoa.
it was heavy.
Yeah.
Because this, I'd like to be able to plant my snapdragons and flowers. We need another bed after this for the tomatoes too.
Why don't we go have dinner now?
Yeah.
And see what we can get done after.
Oh, these potatoes. I'm so glad with how they've done.
But they're coming up?
Yeah. Just exploded with the rain. Those are supposed to be planted.
Well, there's like another one here. There's
Oh,
another
no.
one here.
The wind blew the bag and then I couldn't find them again. Oh, there's one too. Oh, my ranunculus-𝐂𝐚𝐻. I was looking for those the other day.
They were all over here.
I couldn't find the bag and I realized the wind had blown it and then I couldn't find it. This tower likes the rain that it got.
Yeah.
And that herb garden's doing pretty good. I think these are dahlias. And those are lilies. Oh, there's another one.
What is over here?
Oh, shoot. All the rain we got.
Drowning.
They're drowning. Poor things. Oh,
𝐂𝐚𝐦𝐿 catastrophe.
and now I'm just killing them. That's about right. There, good as new. We can plant those. Maybe plant some of these 𝐂𝐚𝐻. I should call you Nibbles. Oh. Woohoo! It is 9:40 p.m. We got this bed all done. It's almost hard to see it because it's so dark out. All the tomatoes. These are the determinate tomatoes. It's any of the sweet cherries, black strawberry cherry, I think it's called. And then Roma tomatoes. Anything that's kind of like the small bushy tomatoes. And a row of oregano on the outside edge. And on the other side, a row of bunching onions. The mosquitoes are bad, so we're gonna head in. Still have like almost 3 trays full to plant. That will have to be for another night. Thank you, honey.
Yeah.
For building that bed for me. Are you just waiting in the rain for me? Okay. Go harvest. You look so excited.
A beautiful day to harvest.
You know what? It's better than a hot day.
Yeah.
Looks so green. We've almost harvested all the Swiss chard. So I'm going to have to plant some more.
Great.
The kohlrabi looks really good. And then I want to get some of this buttercrunch lettuce. And some kale. So if you don't mind harvesting some kale.
Which one? This stuff?
Yeah.
What do I do? Just the leaves?
Just take like the biggest leaves off the plant.
Okay.
and it'll keep growing. Man, it's really raining. I think these are starting to actually bolt. They're like got the cone shape. Oh, this one for sure. Look, fun. It's making that cone shape.
Oh, it's about to bolt, yeah.
Yeah, not quite though. I think we saved it in time. Watch for slugs. And our lettuce.
I don't think they're getting on the kale too much.
Maybe not, but they are here on the butter crunch.
I see something tried to eat pieces of it, but like you get little holes.
Look at it, that looks beautiful. It's dirty, but it's perfect.
This basket's pretty much already full.
Yeah.
Alright, there's some dinosaur kale, full basket. Then you got some butter crunch,
Can you take this one up?
full basket.
Can you pass me that black tray?
It's just going down harder.
Yeah, it's really raining. These are bolting, so they are either we pick them now or they're gonna go to waste. I could leave a few of them though for seed. Okay. If you can take that up, I'll take this.
You need to get another bed in.
1, 2, 3. Maybe I'll take this one out. I have a couple for seed plants. Some of these are so eaten by bugs and slugs. Slugs really like the butter crunch lettuce for some reason. I'll leave probably that much for seed. The slugs really enjoyed this butter crunch lettuce, and I think next year I'm going to put out some slug traps. We don't use any pesticides or sprays. It's not necessarily a bad sign when you see bugs eating your greens. It just means it's good quality enough that the bugs want to eat it too. The peppers look real good. And the onions are growing really quick. Oh, the potatoes. They're kind of exploding out of their cages. Same with this whole line. The whole row just popped right out. I've gotten a lot of rain in the last couple weeks. And I got a bunch of lettuces here too. These remain kind of look like they're gonna bolt. Bolting just means that the plant has seen some unfavorable conditions that it wants to go to seed, and our June this year had a heat wave up to 40 degrees Celsius, and so these greens did their best, but some of them were trying to actively produce a flower and go to seed. I might let some of these go to seed as well, but I don't need that many. I'd like to be able to have all my own seeds growing, like just from plants that I let go. I'll harvest this one. I'll keep these 3 for seeds. Beautiful. Big lettuce. And then I might leave this guy to produce some leaf lettuce seed. It's the last leaf lettuce. I'm going to sow some more as well. Not today, it's too rainy. Well, the packet would get wet. And then we have all this lettuce still. That's going to be for the market. The red cabbages are starting to get those inner leaves. And these end ones don't look so great. Some kind of bug got them, but those ones look good. So we'll probably get maybe a dozen good cabbages between the green and the red. Oh, we've got our first sign of apples. It's so exciting. Almost a 5-gallon bucket of bok choy. Had to harvest it now because it looked like it was going to seed. And then I found all these little slugs. We had a big rain the other day, so there's so many slugs down there. So I'm gonna go see if the chickens want them. Hey you guys, you want some slugs? You guys are ready for bed already. Okay, fine. I put it on my bok choy, cut up and washed twice. Lots of slugs out there, so I'm washing it twice. Chop them up and put them in the freezer, vacuum sealed bags, and we'll use it for stir fry. Couldn't find my food saver bags, so I guess I'm just putting them into Ziploc bags. And these will go in the freezer for stir fry and casseroles or whatever we want to use it for. Fried rice, just extra greens. I like packaging mine up in individual serving sizes. So like if I make fried rice, I'm just going to use one of these packs. I know it's plastic and it probably seems a little wasteful, but I do reuse a lot of the Ziplocs for different things. A quick rinse on these, and then I'll do a little ice bath here. The leaves are gorgeous. There's no damage on most of these, and no egg sacs. Past years I've had lots of kale that, you know, you could tell there's lots of bugs in there. This kale is like pristine. And I've got a whole basket of butter crunch lettuce I still gotta wash. Got all my greens out drying. They're little, but it's because I overseeded, so I wanted to make sure I got all these little guys out, so then some of them out there can get really big. But these Swiss chard are just huge. And I've got my already done a couple batches in here of greens, so it's just that's why it's darker. Doing the blanching and ice bath method for the freezer. Swiss chard. Looks beautiful. And kale. We have an abundance of kale right now. Really beautiful Toscano and dinosaur kale. Washed it all up, and this is going over to the market stand. Somebody came by yesterday and bought a couple of bags, so I'm just going to replenish it and save some for us too. Look how beautiful. Blanching greens always makes the water turn really dark brown. It's just the enzymatic reaction. I promise it's not dirt, it's like triple washed greens there. Because I'm freezing it, the blanching process helps to slow down the enzyme reaction and makes it last longer in the freezer. To get to this point of actually being able to preserve the food that we've grown, after all the work it's taken us to clear the forest and build the garden beds and manage the perennial weeds, we finally get to harvest everything that we've planted, and it's just so rewarding and so satisfying.
So what do we got going on here? You brought out the GoPro with 14% battery left.
Oh, I brought a new one.
Okay. All right, so what do we got going on here?
It's watering, because it hasn't rained for a couple of days.
It's a brand new bed we just installed. So now we're up to the corner one up over here. And that's what, 20 feet long by 20 feet tall?
Tall. That'd
Well,
be quite the garden bed.
20 feet one way, 20 feet the other way. This one here is 16 feet, followed by another 16 footer. And they're all 4 feet wide. And then these ones here are also 16 feet. Today we're gonna put in another 16 footer. We're gonna have lots of room to grow stuff, right?
I've got a whole bed of peppers and onions, another whole bed of onions, celery, cauliflower, a whole bed of lettuce and cabbage and kale.
Like this stuff for first year is just popping. It has been growing amazing. We have harvested some of this lettuce 2 or 3 times already, and it just keeps coming right back up. If you can believe, it was just last week I cut 3 of those plants, and that filled our neighbor's basket that they came over with for lettuce. They just took those 3 out and boom, it was full. And yeah, Caitlyn's done multiple bags out of here to put at the neighbor's farm stand and just have tons of it, more than what we need, which is what we want for the long run. We don't quite have the customer base yet, so we're hoping to start making some money off of it. Maybe not this year, but next year for sure. Anything that we don't eat, we're freezing and preserving, or giving away to neighbors and other customers for other things. We had a guy come by today, bought a couple of plants with purple heart and some spider plants. Were they variegated or normal?
Variegated.
Some variegated spider plants. And so we gave him a bag of lettuce as well, so he was pretty happy about that. So anytime we get a chance, we just try to get our name out there and get some recognition and show some generosity, because better to give it to people than have it waste away, right? We don't want anything to go to waste. And worst case scenario, we got chickens and we got geese and cows that love eating this stuff.
Thank you for watching this episode of Raven Willow Farmstead. If you'd like to keep updated on our progress as we build a farm from scratch, make sure to like and subscribe. We hope you have a great day.